This episode of the DisCast was recorded on August 13th, 2014, at discast.us/live. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the show, or watch recorded episodes on YouTube and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DisCastShow, turn to the trivia contest, and more. If you're feeling generous, please throw us a donation on our PayPal or our Patreon to get cool prizes. It would really help us a lot. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. To our new listeners, we welcome you aboard our podcast Highway in the Sky, and hope you've enjoyed the past week. For those of you standing, please hold on to your headphones at all times, and stand clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no trolling please. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Hey, what is up guys? It is Ryan, and welcome to episode number 50 of the DisCast. That is correct. This is episode number 50, but neither of us have done it 50 times. Next week will be my 50th episode, and the week after that will be Darren's 50th episode. The week after that is also the day we are going to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary of the DisCast. So if you have any DisCast moments, tweet them to both of our personal Twitters, we'll see them the most. I'm at Ryan_Hecht, and he is at DisCastDarren. I'm thinking of putting our Twitter handles on top of our webcams on the stream overlay. What do you think about that?
That'd be cool.
I think I'm going to do that. Just so people know, you know?
Yeah.
I think that'll be cool.
That's what I said.
Also in the news this week, a Disney legend and a fellow comedian has passed away. He has graced us with his ability to pull humor out of thin air, and his brilliant performances in movies such as Night at the Museum, Mrs. Doubtfire. He's in the ABC show Mork and Mindy. Is that what it's called? Right, something like that. Of course, Aladdin, as we know him. Here in the Disney world. What?
Flubber's another
Flubber. And that of course, is Robin Williams. He did pass away Monday, I believe. So,
Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet Society. I actually really love Dead Poet Society.
Movie.
No matter what anyone says about that, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
We watched it during school this past year, and everyone had bad things to say, but I loved it. So, yes. So of course, prayers go out to him, his family, his friends, his loved ones, especially his Twitter, who's getting harassed on his daughter, who was getting harassed on Twitter.
Yeah.
Recently.
That's offensive.
Yeah, it was. We're not going to talk about that now. We do have Disney Parks news to talk about. Thank you everyone for making it down here. We have like all of the regulars down here, which barely ever happens. And even some people who just kind of. He wasn't timekeeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the.
Yeah, there's now a big thing since when Michael Jackson passed away a few years ago. They brought back Captain Neo.
So
there are people petitioning for Timekeeper, or some remnants of Timekeeper to be put somewhere.
Right. Put it instead of EO. I'd do that. Okay, so we do have lots of news to talk about. We have a partnership with Disney and a jewelry company. We have some cool waffle fries that are being introduced to the parks. We have a new VP of Animal Kingdom and more. But first, what do we always talk about, Darren? We do?
Spectral Radio.
We always talk about Spectral Radio.
Yes, feel free to check out the link down below, spectralradio.us. Spectral Radio is the ultimate place to check out Disney Parks music, and not just Disney Parks music, but also things from movies and just overall Disney-related projects. So, if you ever have some time and you need something to listen to, and it's not DisCast time, feel free to go over and watch some Spectral Radio.
If it's not DisCast time, ProMiner, I'm looking at you.
Yes.
No watching Illuminations Hour instead of DisCast. You have to be here from 9 to 10 on Wednesdays. So there you go. Yes, Spectral Radio is amazing. And now it is time for our trivia. Now, last week we asked you guys what show you can watch at the Caravan Theater, and we did get numerous correct responses. However, they were all people who have won before. The answer was Flights of Wonder. I almost said Wonders of Flight, but that's
No, why is everybody saying you don't enter it on here?
No.
You don't enter the trivia on the Twitch chat. You enter it. Old Mike just taking the entire post. A plus.
Okay.
You enter the trivia.
It's a little early, guys. You do that when we say where you
gotta
can
coordinate it.
Yeah. So Darren's gonna do it. He's gonna be the first one to do it at the right time.
Yeah.
So everyone got that one right. Flights of Wonder. Here is the trivia card of winners, and there you go. it's getting pretty long. We have 28 people who have won trivia in the past, coming up on a year.
28 unique names.
28 unique names. We have had a winner almost every single week, but there you go. Yeah, Stormy, you got it right again, and you are number 1. You're the first person ever to win. You won on the first episode, so good job to you coming here and being here the entire year. Now, for this week's question, as everyone was telling you, you don't enter it on the Twitch chat. You enter it at DisCast Show, the hashtag DisCast Trivia on Twitter. So anyway, the question is, this one is a question submitted by Brogan Taylor, who some of you may know, and I didn't know about this before she told me. So props to her for teaching me something about Disney today that I didn't know.
That's because, this is one of those obscure things, like, if you don't know it, there's no way you would know it.
Yeah. She knows this because she was a cast member there. She did DCP and all that stuff.
This one might be a little bit tough for some of you guys.
Some of you,
guys that have struggled along the past 50 episodes.
Yeah, because you guys just look it up on Wikipedia every single time. But this time you can't do that. So the question is, what is the main cafeteria in the Utilidors called? If you think you know, do not post it in the Twitch chat. Go onto Twitter, tag us at DisCast Show with the hashtag DisCastTrivia for your chance to be put on the trivia card of winners.
Quick little hint, it is not the electric umbrella, unlike what I said.
Did you think it was the electric umbrella?
Yes.
What? For real? No. Alright. Alright, anyway. Let's move on to...
the news! The stuff people actually care about.
That is true. Yeah. I mean, people care about the trivia, too. I mean, I like to think people care about the trivia.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Okay. Anyway, so, really cool technology keeps coming out of the My Magic Plus development and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is taking the RFID stuff to a whole new level. You don't even have to scan stuff to do this new piece of technology. Now, here's how it works. Oops.
We can do a demonstration, right?
Oh, no, because you actually don't scan.
I know.
The picture's not up yet. The picture will be up soon. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll be able to do that soon. Anyway, pretty much the deal is...
detector.
Oh, what is going on? It's kind of. Pretty much how what's going on is you can ride Tower of Terror, right? And after you ride Tower of Terror, if you have the Memory Maker package, that's the thing that they had instead of PhotoPass Plus, or whatever it was called. If you have the Memory Maker package, you can view a video of your ride on Tower of Terror. But you
that's really cool.
You need to have a Magic Band, and you need to have the Memory Maker package. If you don't have it, you won't be able to do it. But if you do have your Magic Band on, you have the Memory Maker package, when you go into the ride, the system will know that it's you. It'll register you walking onto the ride. I don't know if it's some kind of a geofence with the RFID.
We discussed this, what was it, a few weeks ago, how they were doing, I guess, with the best thing
pictures?
with the pictures. The best thing to call it, I guess, would be a proximity detector.
It's kind of a proximity detector. Of course, it's all radio. It's all RFID. And this is one of the cooler things that I've seen come out of the whole My Magic Plus thing thus far. I don't know.
This is where it starts making money, right? Because up until this point, we haven't seen anything that gives us reason to say, hey, My Magic Plus is going to start making money.
Right.
But the fact that you can literally relive whatever, the experience from Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is one of those great rides where, like, it'd be cool to get this because everybody's reaction on it. Like, it's just cool to have.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And now, you can even see them on the My Disney Experience app.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it's really cool. Yes, and this is all thanks to RFID and all that cool stuff. That's what I was thinking, Hard Knights. It's got to be some kind of an infrared geofence thing. I'm not too big on the hardware stuff that goes on with those, with the whole, RFID technology and that kind of stuff. But I was talking to you earlier. I said it would be really cool, a software guy, just to go in and check out, all of the...
What makes it tick.
What makes it tick. How My Magic Plus is working. What's going on behind the scenes. Check out the source code. It'd be really cool for me to check that out. Of course, that probably will never happen.
You know what it is? It's just a lot of data logging. That's
probably what it is. But I find that stuff cool. I like statistics and that kind of stuff. I like viewing all that kind of stuff.
And My Magic Plus, it's not designed to be making money right away. It's one of those things where it's designed to, like we're saying, to keep this data, statistics, to, I guess even log people's experiences on rides to kind of detect, which ride are they most likely to go back on again? Which ride are they most likely to go on to get a souvenir for? and they could use that to the advantage.
And now that this is a something exclusive for the Memory Maker package,
that might be fun to get.
Yeah, so now it gives you incentive to buy the Memory Maker package, which is helping to reimburse the company for their massive amount of money that they spent on My Magic Plus. So, it's everyone's winning. You get your really cool experience of riding Tower of Terror. Disney gets money back from My Magic Plus, and
I assume it's full HD, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm sure Disney's computers can handle the huge files. But
video compression has also come a long way. So
video compression has come a long way, but you've used Fraps and DxStory and that kind of stuff before. You see how big HD files can get. Yeah. So I think it's HD. I don't know. I haven't obviously used it. I mean, next time I go, maybe I'll get a Memory Maker package and try it out, just to and hopefully when I go, also there'll be even cooler technology.
Yeah, maybe at more rides.
Yes. Now, speaking of My Disney Experience and My Magic Plus, we'll bring in our old friend, MyMagic.jpg has been with us for every single episode. We've had video
Week
for.
1.
Well, no. Actually,
it's in back when I did
that's
the
true.
pictures for
back
week
when
1.
The pictures on the video,
yeah.
it was there. So this has been in pretty much every single episode. Now, starting today, actually, there is an update to the iOS application and the website, not the Android version. Which is weird. I guess iOS is using the Objective-C language of iOS program. iOS applications are written in Apple's proprietary Objective-C language, while Android is Java. So it is two different languages. So I guess they're gonna allow it time to port onto Android, and I guess majority of people use iOS. That's why they did it first. I don't know. That's probably why.
The process of adding it to the Android store and adding it to the
iTunes store are different.
Totally different.
Yes, but it's much easier to add it onto the
Android which is store. Why I'm curious why they didn't go Android first. Maybe
I think it's because probably a larger percent of the user base is using iOS. If there's a larger install base of the application on iOS than Android, they'll probably just be like, we'll just do it on iOS.
See, but then you could say the reverse also. Like, if they wanted to test out a new feature, they would go Android, right?
Right, well, this is like a big improvement of the real
okay, this is
pretty
just...
much what it is not only are we having more and more performance upgrades, which we really needed, this system is going to let you do same-day dining reservations, which you couldn't have done before, which is weird. I mean, obviously you can go to your concierge at the hotel and say, hey, hook me up for X restaurant tonight at 7.
Yeah. See, but the whole point of My Disney Experience and My Magic Plus is to take out human interaction.
Right.
So
yes.
It's weird that you still had to rely on that one specific thing.
Exactly. So now, as long as it is more than 20 minutes before the reservation time, you can make a reservation, and I'm assuming changing reservations as well. Of course... Now, of course, there is like the whole fee if you don't show up or anything. Maybe if you do, maybe you expected to be at Epcot all day, but you were still at Magic Kingdom, and by some miracle, there's a Be Our Guest reservation up there. So you can just.
This is a crazy hypothetical.
This is a crazy hypothetical, but maybe you can actually, change and go into change your reservation. That's a good thing. We're moving in the right direction with that whole thing. Next up.
More news?
Yes, as we mentioned last week, we had Felipe, what's-his-face, moving from Euro Disney to Shanghai Disney Resort, and then we had Tom Walber, moving from his vice president position as the transportation and resorts at Walt Disney World, moving down to Euro Disney, and now the existing Animal Kingdom vice president, John Diamargo, is going to be taking up Tom Walber's position, and we're getting a new VP of Animal Kingdom. His name is Dejuan I don't know how you pronounce that, Rivers. He used to be the general manager of Aulani, and as a vice president of hotels and business solutions at Disneyland Paris, and God knows they need a business solutions manager. So he does have a track record that seems pretty good.
Why does each park need its own
because
vice president? I feel like having one per property.
Well, Walt Disney World is big.
Yeah.
It makes sense for Euro Disney to have one, or for Disneyland to have one. But Walt Disney World is such a large, expansive property with so many theme parks and things to do that it does make sense to have one person for every single theme park.
So you're telling me that the president of each park is so busy that they can't look over
Well, they're not supposed to. Like, when you have a huge corporation, it makes sense to bureaucratize people as much as you can.
Yeah.
That way, people aren't biting off more than they can chew. That way, things are... If you think about it, if you have someone who's just overseeing 4 different theme parks, do you think each individual theme park is going to see as much individual TLC?
No, but I don't think that much is going on in the parks that it could justify the need for 4.
Well, think about it right now. Disney's doing really big expansions and stuff in all 4 of their parks. And also just managing... Spectrum makes up another point. Just in managing the amount of people. Think about how much people work at all these parks. And they need to be managed properly.
But that's where the managers and stuff come
Yes, I know. But you have to have a hierarchy. They all have to report to someone. And it's easier when there's someone who's specialized for your park than just all of the entire property. But also you have to remember, Magic Kingdom's had a big expansion, Hollywood Studios is rumored to have a huge expansion, Epcot just got a new creative design thing, so things are probably going to be happening there soon, and Animal Kingdom's getting a huge expansion. So it does make sense at this point. And even Downtown Disney's getting a huge redo and stuff. So it does make sense for them to have all of these new people stepping up.
I don't know. I think that, 4 presidents and 4 vice presidents...
well, there's more than that. There's also transportation.
Clearly, yes.
There's also transportation and
stuff
like that.
I'm talking park-based.
Exactly. Well, Spectre, obviously, there is the president, George Kalogridis, however you pronounce his name. Kalogridis? Is that how it is? I think it's Kalogridis. So obviously, he's the overseer of all of Walt Disney Worlds.
And then Tom Staggs is the upper hand.
Tom Staggs is all of the parks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tom Staggs is every single Walt Disney park.
Yeah.
He's the president of Disney parks. Under him, you have Felipe or whatever in Shanghai. You got Tom Walber in Paris, and you got George in Florida. And then under George, you have this Josh guy, and you have all the people to all of their roles.
Yeah, micromanage.
Yes, pretty much micromanaging. But when you have a huge
not literal micromanagement. It's,
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Right. And Spectre also says, obviously, if you have one person, he can only have so many people reporting to him. When you're one person and you have like 50 bajillion cast members all going to you, there are problems.
I guess I'm picturing it a different way because I'm picturing it the way you're saying it, but I'm just imagining like different like titles for it, like just managers on top of which is essentially what it is.
Because they're all the vice. I don't know if you know how like a corporation works. There's a president and there's a ton of vice presidents under him.
Yeah.
So that's like how that whole kind of terminology works.
Yeah.
I know we're used to on our server different terminologies for different things.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
have managers.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just viewing it as like managers on top of managers.
Right.
I'm just viewing it like differently.
Yeah.
But same exact thing.
We need different names to tell who's who. And yes, Seaman, Tom Staggs is a saint. I am on the Tom Staggs CEO 2016 trail.
I think he's got a shot.
I think he has a shot. I think he's gonna get it. I want him to get it. Next up, I'd like to tell you, everyone loves fried food. We're all American here. We're not all American. That's not true. But most of us are American.
Most.
We're all American at heart. We all like fried food. Now, do you remember the McDonald's partnership and sponsorship at the Golden Oak Outpost in Frontierland?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember those specialty waffle fries at Pinocchio Village House, the Figaro fries? With like the salad, the BLT salad?
Yeah.
They're bringing that back at the Golden Oak Outpost. I'd like to introduce you guys to these new awesome waffle fries dishes. They're each $5.99. And there's 4 specialties. 3 are pictured here. I couldn't get a picture of the 4th one. There's BLT waffle fries with bacon, lettuce, tomato, and ranch dressing, which you see on the top left. This one I don't have a picture of. I was talking to Brogan about it, and she said that it's a Canadian thing. Brown gravy and cheese waffle fries, topped with brown gravy and white cheddar. I thought that was a little weird, gravy and cheese, but it's Canadian, so W2 and your friends, I don't know, your countrymen. Over on the right-hand side on the top, we have barbecue pork waffle fries, topped with barbecue pork and coleslaw. That one looks pretty good. And then on the bottom, we have the Tex-Mex waffle fries, topped with black bean cucumber relish, warm cheddar, and sliced jalapenos. It seems pretty cool. It seems pretty yummy.
Looks good.
It does.
Look good for you.
It doesn't look good for you, but it looks delicious, and I'm sure I will indulge.
I'm curious why there's not a picture of
the
4th
gravy
the 4th.
Because the person having it probably threw up all over it because it's disgusting. That's my bet. I don't know. It's not something that I would indulge
The
in.
Tex-Mex one looks like the best.
Really? I think the pork and maybe the BLT.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm not a huge Tex-Mex person in general.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That explains it.
Jessica Cake. It might look Photoshopped because it's like field of view and it's focusing on the dish and not the background. They're probably holding it on the bottom, you know? Because why would they have two in the looking at the outpost? Someone looking at Splash Mountain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's that. Now,
Oh, fun stuff.
Disney is partnering with Pandora. No, not the planet, the jewelry company.
Well, they are partnering with
Well, they are partnering with the planet to make Animal Kingdom, but whatever. They're also partnering with the jewelry company. So Pandora is going to have a wide range of Disney-themed charms. I think they already had a few, but they're kind of really expanding that. It's going to be starting in November of this year. They're going to roll out to stores early then. They got 14-karat gold charms. They have inspiration from Disney's beloved characters, including Mickey and Minnie Mouse. There are going to be 25 different styles to start with. An additional 16 will be sold at Disney merchandise locations only, for obvious reasons. 25 will be at the Disney ones and at regular Pandora retail stores, and online, I'm sure. But the additional 16 ones you can only get at Walt Disney World's, or just Disney merchandise locations in general. So the Disney Store, Walt Disney World, Disneyland. And it's also going to be worldwide. You can also get them in Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Central America, and the Caribbean, all starting in November.
Really?
It's, so, you know,
Like,
at worldwide Pandora
out,
stores.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. In addition to all of this, Pandora will be sponsoring Wishes, the nighttime gathering of Disney dreams. That is the fireworks spectacular shown at Magic Kingdom nightly.
Now, does this further the assumption and the people saying that this could lead to a future overhaul of Wishes, as we were talking about a few months ago with the new castle area being done, and you know, most times when Disney swaps out
more viewing area,
sponsors,
maybe they're gonna make Well, I mean, honestly, the viewing area for Wishes is packed already, so I mean, expanding is kind of like, you know, obvious.
No, but you know,
it's
lining
possible.
up for it, right?
It's quite.
You know, they're redoing the whole area around it. They got a new sponsor for it.
New Wishes is very, very possible. I mean, we've just heard they're sponsoring Wishes. If they were making a new fireworks show, it probably wouldn't still be called Wishes. If they were going to make a new show, it probably would not share the same name.
Cough Cough Test Track. Swap sponsors, new ride.
That's a little different.
Barely different?
Because it kept the same theme. If Disney was gonna keep the show calling, if they're gonna keep calling the show Wishes,
they're just gonna overhaul it. They're gonna keep.
Look
the
at
same
Illuminations.
Show.
If they make a new show, it gets a different name.
Yeah.
Like Tapestry or Iroh or whatever.
I don't know. I think that that you don't just say it doesn't have a sponsor, but it will have a sponsor. Like, this is their way of saying, here, you could jump on board early and
right. Okay, maybe.
Before we go on to the next story, I just wanted to mention this really quick.
All right.
Stephen Miller, the manager of Walt Disney World merchandise, he posted something on Facebook today about the Disney parks and online getting Matterhorn bobsled for Disneyland t-shirts and Walt Disney World monorail t-shirts, just 2 limited time shirts that are coming out soon. We don't have that in the show notes, so I thought I'd just throw it in.
I want a monorail shirt.
The monorail shirt. It's the picture I have, but it's on a shirt.
Oh my god, like the really good picture from the old posters? That's the one, yes. I love that. I want that. Oh my god, tell me if you see that, I want it. I want to
later in August. It will be on the Disney Park store, I believe the 17th, but don't quote me to it.
The 17th, it's this week.
Yeah, it's 4 days from now.
I'm getting one. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll be posting it on Twitter. I'll be posting it on my Twitter. We'll be sure to share around that news.
I'll retweet it because I'm gonna buy it as soon as I see it because I want one. Can you pre-order or no?
I don't think so. It's not up there yet.
Okay, so it might be
posted something on Facebook earlier today, and I took note of it.
It'll probably sell out.
Yeah.
So get there as soon as you can. So there you go with the Pandora thing. Next up, we have a new standby policy at Be Our Guest. Now, if you've been, this is interesting. I'm kind of on board with this, and I'll explain in a minute. Now, if you've been to Magic Kingdom in the past, a little over a year, and you've walked by Be Our Guest, you'll see this. And that's a big line of people with umbrellas.
Oh, I know what picture you're showing.
Yeah. Now, this is a pain in the neck, because if that's only for lunch, for dinner it is reservations only, but for lunch it's quick service, and it's first come first serve with a standby line. And this is the standby line, and it's not fun. They have
it's crazy.
It is crazy. There's these umbrellas that they have handed out to everyone down the line. It's hot, it's humid, you're standing out there in the sun in the middle of the summer, and it's not a good time. Now, I got to go for lunch because the concierge at my hotel gave me a the Fast Pass Plus reservation, which they were beta testing at the time, so I got to do that, so that was cool. But now, remember what we talked about with the whole quote-unquote Fast Pass system coming back? The original Fast Pass with you getting timed tickets for the unannounced meet and greet? They're doing that with Be Our Guest. And now, I'm happy with it here. I think it makes sense to do it for something like this.
It makes sense in restaurant, but I don't like the fact that they're expanding it.
Yes, well, I don't, they expanded it, from meet and greet to restaurant. They tried it with Soren. I haven't heard anything else about that, except for that one, day they tried it.
Oh, it was only one day? It
was a few days. Awesome, I'm sure Awesome View can fill us in. I don't know if he's here, though. But from what I heard, it did not go well, that test. People were not happy about it. The cast members, it was a pain in the neck for them.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah, I don't think the test went over well, based on what I've heard. I don't know any legitimate
It's
facts.
just like waiting online without waiting online. That's what it is.
Well, that's what the joy of Fast Pass was. The difference was you could still wait online. Now, but for something like a restaurant, you don't want to wait an hour or two in the hot sun.
It's like those like where you go to like a restaurant and they give you like those little like buzzer things.
No,
and they're
just
like,
a cake. It's
like
not
a half hour.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly like a regular restaurant. Now, Jessica Cake said it's Fast Pass plus. No, it's not. It's Fast Pass plus minus. It's just regular Fast Pass, honestly. Now, the Fast Pass Plus reservations are only for hotel guests. So this new policy is that
it's open to anyone.
Yes, but you do have to get there to get a ticket. Now, Seaman, did you get a Fast Pass Plus ticket when you went on Sunday? Or did you wait? Or did you use this new system? Because I think it was there on Sunday. Yeah, it was. It was on the 7th. What was this?
Now,
Sunday?
is it? Yeah. It's a different menu between lunch and dinner, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay. No, it's almost positive, but not.
When I went there for lunch, I had an amazing roast beef sandwich. So good. And then I had amazing little chocolate little cakes and stuff. It was good. Really good time.
Great stuff. It's delicious.
Yes. The gray stuff is a dessert item at dinner.
Oh, okay. That's only at dinner.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't go for dinner. We tried to go for dinner, but there were just no reservations. It was kind of a check back every single time walking by the concierge desk. Hey, is there a Be Our Guest reservation tonight? And every single time it was no. Yeah, but there you go. That is the standby policy for Be Our Guest. Now we do have a Haunted Mansion refurbishment that was announced. It's going to be closed for most of the month of December. It'll be closed for December 1st, December 19th, reopening on the 20th. And it makes sense that because, I guess, it coincides with the closing of the Yankee Trader, which also got an extension onto the refurbishment. The refurbishment of Yankee Trader was extended, so now it's opening...
it was supposed to reopen like semi-recently.
It was supposed to reopen on September 30th. Instead, it's reopening on January 1st.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a while.
And the Haunted Mansion is also reopening on December 21st. So it's like a week or two before. Now,
the main speculation...
is ride photos. Is that what you were going to say?
I'm hoping it's going to be ride videos.
Ride videos?
By the time that it's done.
I think ride videos is going to stay on the My Disney Experience application and stuff.
No, I'm saying, like, it'll be both. Right?
Well, no, all of the videos and all of that stuff is done through Memory Maker, which is all digital. You don't have any kind of kiosk for that.
No, I'm saying they could put in the technology. Like, they could put in the cameras and stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean for the ride?
Yeah,
I'm saying why it's coinciding with the gift shop. Because I think the gift shop and the ride are both being fit for a ride photos thing.
Yeah.
Why they're doing the old ride photo system when they could just go to My Disney Experience, I don't know. I think it's because not everyone has Magic Bands at this point. And right now,
it's also just like custom and practice, you get off the ride and look at your photo. Like it's just customary to do.
Right. It's kind of the old thing, but Disney's trying to phase that out, I think. And I think they will in the next decade, maybe before the decade is out even. But right now they're starting, gotta deal with the past. Not everyone has Magic Bands. They do have to account for that. And so that's,
I think looking at your ride photo, that's also like part of the experience, right?
I guess, but now like literally, you get off the ride in less than a day. It's on the My Disney Experience. They just need to take it, edit it, render that new edited version and upload it, and then it's there. It's all done obviously on Disney's high-speed intranet, and then just post it up onto the internet. So there you go. That wasn't sarcastic. I mean, like, behind the scenes, they have good, incredibly fast network.
It's the Wi-Fi that...
Oh, yeah, but it's the guest front end that's terrible. But
yeah.
we don't talk about that. Yes. So now the Yankee Trader gift thing is pretty much a 3-month refurbishment as opposed to, like month and a half, so whatever.
Yeah. It's not a big loss. Yep. It's a loss, but not a big loss. Frozen news. Here at DisCast, we love Frozen more than life itself. So I want you to read
this headline. Listen to this headline. Ready?
Can I read it?
Sure.
Which one? The top one?
Just read the headline.
Frozen Summer Fun live at Disney Hollywood Studios extended into the fall. Frozen Summer Fun
extended into the fall. I want you to think about that for a second. Do you think something's wrong with that? Do you think something's not really making sense there?
Frozen Fall Fun.
Frozen Fall Fun. I mean, honestly, it was originally planned to end on September 1st, and it is running through September 28th. The fireworks is not going to keep going. It's only going to be done on the weekends from September 5th to the 28th.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Those are peak park times.
Yes. Especially because once you get into the fall, the weekday times start to kind of decrease because everyone goes back to school and stuff. Now, I mean, to be fair, summer doesn't end until like the 21st. Yeah. So, but there is still a week that Frozen Summer Fun is in the fall. I guess it's the same. It's just more money, milk, and whatever. Hollywood Studios desperately needs as much people as they can until the announcement comes for all the redoing. Which I think will... Yes, Star Wars. But we do have reason to believe that things other than Star Wars will be going on. So they're trying to pump as many people into Hollywood Studios before people will be going there naturally because there's actually good stuff.
Which, on a whole nother level, it's just to see if Hollywood Studios can handle, a constant guest flow like that. Like, you can't say that they haven't had a crazy increase in guests because of this. And it's almost preparing, I guess, the CMs to, know how to handle something like a big increase,
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, next up, we have dates for the Osborne family. No. For the 2014 Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights on Streets of America at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It takes over 2 months to install all of these over 5 million lights. That's crazy.
It's beautiful, though.
Yeah. The installation started on Monday.
Really?
Yes. Ugh. It's crazy. It takes 2 months to get these things up. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I used to live in New Jersey, and I lived near a guy who was absolutely insane with this, and he did like the whole synchronized lights, and he'd be out there and in September setting up. Yeah. And it's crazy the amount of time and effort that these people put into this. And I know that this is Disney CM's doing this and not the Osborne family.
Yeah. It's still, the whole sponsor or whatever. I don't know what it is. Their name's on it.
Well, did you ever hear the story behind it?
I don't remember.
They used to go crazy at their house, and they got in trouble for because people complained about the lights being too bright, and it's going on to 11 o'clock every night. And then Disney got word of this, and Disney was like, "Hey, we have a street that you could just go with," and it turned into a big thing from there. Yeah.
All right. So
it actually started out as the Osborne family.
Okay.
So anyway,
so the dates, which was the point of this article, the dates are November 7th to January 4th.
I think another point of this article is the fact that everybody was saying that last year was going to be the last year, and that it's.
We talked about that here.
Yeah.
On DisCast. Oh
yeah,
my
last
God.
year
It's been
saying,
a year, and we've been repeating stories now.
Yes,
Oh,
we've been following up. We haven't been repeating. We've been following up.
Well, I mean, like the things, like the yearly things.
Yeah.
We're getting to cycle through them again.
Oh yeah, just wait till the Halloween stuff starts.
Yep. Halloween stuff. We can use the year-old Ghost Host intro that we had.
Oh.
We can make a new one even. We'll see. Yeah, so we were concerned that last year was going to be the last year, but it was not. Maybe, I don't even know, because here's the deal. With Hollywood Studios renovations and stuff, who knows if the Streets of America will still be a thing in a few years?
Yeah, and
don't know.
That's where speculation starts at, right? About it being canceled or
pretty
canned or
much. We don't know what the deal is going to be with Streets of America, and if there is
this time
more
last
Streets of
year,
America, are they going to do like a Tatooine spectacle of dancing lights? Are they going to move it? Like, I don't know. They could move it to Main Street. I wouldn't care.
You know, like this time last year, right? We were around this time last year. We were talking about you know, by this time this year there would have been some sort of Star Wars announcement, which made the possibility.
But now we've gotten word from Bob Iger that by this time next year we'll have an announcement.
Yes.
So check back on us. Someone play me back this video in a year from now, and I'll tell you everything about Star Wars. Ugh. Yeah, uncertainty. We'll see.
Good.
We will definitely see. All right.
Final news. Hollywood's
news.
Downtown Disney.
Downtown Disney map you can see on the corner right here. So it's not. This is okay. They have a new map for Downtown Disney, and there's also a new guide that they've brought out called Downtown Disney Tips for Visiting Downtown Disney. Now, the reason why this is needed is with the whole renovation going on, guests are very confused. To quote this article, the last few months have seen quite a bit of confusion and anarchy at the shopping and dining district.
Look, if you don't watch a Disney Parks podcast, you're out of the blue. If you're just, you're just going to Disney World, you
don't
nothing.
follow up on WW Magic, you don't follow up on All Ears, you don't watch the DisCast every single week, you are not going to know what's happening. And maybe you want to catch a 6:30 movie at AMC, and you have dinner reservations at 8 o'clock. You might miss both of those because of the parking situation. The parking situation is crazy.
The construction situation is even crazier.
Yes. And so they tried to make changes to the map and make this new thing to kind of alleviate all of that confusion that's going on. And hopefully it's doing a good job. See, we have a few opening facts that were revealed to us. Remember we were told the West Garage was the really cool modern-looking parking garage? It was supposed to be open this fall. Remember I said that?
Yeah.
It's actually going to be opening early 2015.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, a pedestrian walkway, or the bridge across the water in the marketplace is also going to be opening early 2015. And also, the landing is supposed to be opening early 2015. So...
Oh, 2015 is going to be a big time for.
Of course, the summer months.
Disney
The summer months are really big for a kind of outdoor shopping district like this. Everyone's off during the summer. I don't know. You go down to the local malls here in New York, and things are crazier in the summer than they are any other time of year. Especially the outdoor Tanger outlets and stuff. That all gets much more busy in the summer. So once the summer crowd's kind of tied down, hopefully construction can happen at a quicker pace. And we'll be able to leave
Christmassy time, like holiday season, will slow them down too.
Yeah. Of course, obviously during the holiday season, there's things to do in all the other parts of the resort. But this is the free to access area, so
yeah. I don't know if it's still gonna be after the expansion, but Downtown Disney's always been like just the area to like hang out at.
Exactly.
Like that's just like the place to go.
Right.
So now it'll hopefully be more than that.
Early 2015 is what we're being told, and so we're gonna have to wait until then to see what's going on. And that's all of the news. It's 9:40.
Yes.
Yes.
So any questions?
If you have any questions or any kind of viewer things you guys want us to talk about? Because we will very gladly speak.
Apparently, Universal Studios Orlando has a big announcement tomorrow, and people are speculating a King Kong attraction, maybe?
That's what I heard. That's what I think Inside the Magic was talking about.
And Diva Disney.
And Diva Disney.
Our very own.
Little Diva Disney.
Yeah, he's growing so much.
Yeah. Is he growing so much?
Yeah. Since he was host of the show, he's really evolved.
He's always been bigger than us.
Diva, how tall are you? You're a pretty tall dude.
You're talking physical like size.
He has some of the funniest Instagram posts. I don't know if you've ever had the joy of looking at his Instagram post. He has a picture from last Christmas where Santa was sitting on his lap.
I haven't seen that. Okay.
He's tall. Old Mike has a question. What is your question, Old Mike?
Okay. Well, it's much more efficient if you don't just say I have a question. You just tell us the question.
Yeah, you just ask.
Yep. You need to.
We're almost a year into this and people still haven't learned that. There's like but by the time that you ask the physical question, there's already like a minute and a half has gone by.
Yeah, I know.
Diva.
Disney DCP is redundant because the D in DCP stands for Disney.
Disney College Program.
Disney College Program. Disney.
Yeah.
College program.
But did you know
Diva,
Disney doesn't Disney? But Disney
okay,
does.
whatever. Diva, wasn't there that picture? It said prepare your summer travel, and it was a broom, but it looked like a sperm.
Diva Disney is 6'6". That is tall.
He's not 6'6".
No, he is.
I call
He's
BS.
a tall guy.
All right. Do I want Stitch's Great Escape to be removed?
How about they replace it with Timekeeper?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know too much about Timekeeper, other than it was an attraction about a timekeeper.
Somebody, I forget who, it might have been WDW Live, they uploaded a full, like, I don't know, it wasn't HD, but it looked HD enough, like it looked viewable, of the Timekeeper from 1996.
Alright, here's what we got from Universal. There's 3 pictures. The first one says, who says lightning doesn't strike twice? And there's a lightning bolt. The second picture says, clear your schedule for post-holiday travel, and there's a broom. It's probably a broom. It looks a little bit like a sperm, but it's a broom from Harry Potter. And then there's a picture, join us tomorrow for a special announcement, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I guarantee you I'll probably be sleeping. But you know, I'll wake up and everyone will be talking about it.
I might not have gone to sleep by that point.
And then there's a few other things. At HP_quotes, a random account said, what do you think this is about? Oh, just the pictures. And then they responded and said, couldn't tell you, with a wink.
I don't know what to think. Did you see, I sent you something over Skype. It was,
I can't remember.
A week or two ago. It was, Universal Studios Hollywood. They were giving out question cards about possible expansions. And they just had a massive list of things, and some of the things on the list were really obscure. It was
Maybe
like
it's gonna be a Harry Potter themed hotel. Probably not, but how cool would that be?
I think we can officially say that after 2 different lands and 2 different parks, and the
thing they're missing to keep that theming up is your lodging to be Harry Potter themed. I don't know. They just opened up a hotel. I think they've milked it.
I think we can officially say Harry Potter has been milked by Universal Studios Orlando.
I don't know. There was a broom. And lightning. I don't know. Lightning Scar. I don't know.
Lightning McQueen. They're building Cars Land.
They're gonna buy Pixar. Confirmed. You heard it here first, guys. Universal's buying Pixar.
One of the things on the comment card, it was like, which one of these would you like to see an attraction of? And one of the things was Tron. So
what? Why?
Tron was on the list.
They don't own the rights to Tron in any way.
But they could license it.
But Disney would say no.
I don't know why it says it, but it says Tron.
That's weird.
Yeah. I can go and find it. I honestly, I don't know what could
See, man,
be.
you're saying all this thing about you don't want any more Harry Potter. People say all this thing that they don't want more Frozen. But you want to know what, guys? I was reading this on some forum. Someone said, I don't care about intellectual property. I don't care if it's an original idea, if it's based on IP they've never used before, or it's based on IP that's been done to death. If it's a good attraction and a good themed experience, I will like it. You have people who have never seen a single Harry Potter movie. Now, okay, ready? There's people out there who've never seen Harry Potter before. They've never read a single Harry Potter book, they've never seen a single movie, but they love the Harry Potter themed areas. There are people who never have seen Star Wars, but love Star Tours. There are people who, you know, think of all the people who have never seen Song of the South, but love Splash Mountain. You have to remember, whether the IP is something people like, don't like, if it's a good themed attraction, it'll be enjoyed.
Okay, correction. It wasn't Universal Hollywood. It was, in fact, Universal Orlando. So I'm going to read the list off the comment card.
For things that we want at Universal Orlando?
This is...
a checkbox thing?
Yes, it's a checkbox thing that they gave out at the entrance of the park or the exit, or people coming in or leaving.
And it says...
Okay, so the list is Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Terminator, Battlestar Galactica, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fast and the Furious, Ice Age, Family Guy, Robin Hood, Tron, Shrek, Wizard of Oz, Scooby-Doo, the Generalization board games, James Bond, Sherlock Holmes, Super Mario, Transformers, The Lord of the Rings, video games general, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Looney Tunes, South Park, Twilight, Star Trek, Dora the Explorer.
There are a few of these things I just know right off the bat they don't own.
Yeah.
A few other things are questionable. Like, I didn't hear which one, but there was a Marvel character in there somewhere. Spider-Man.
The number one possibility, the number one possibility that I see could happen would be Star Trek, because of just how expansive Star Trek is.
Now, here's the deal. Spider-Man, I thought the deal with Marvel was they couldn't make any new things. They could keep the existing things, but they couldn't add new ones.
I don't know.
That's what I thought. I could be wrong.
So the article is from Theme Park Tourist, and they listed Tron as one of the top 10. It's actually listed number 5 as the possible thing. But
Disney owns Tron.
It's not that they're going to use Tron. They're going to do something similar to Tron. Like,
okay. But they don't have an IP that's similar to Tron.
Maybe it won't be an IP.
Unless they're just going to make something original, which Universal doesn't do. Does Universal have any, not IP rights?
Rip Ride Rocket?
Okay. Well, that's like music, licensed music.
True. You could do it without the music, though. Still same experience.
I'm with you with video games general, legit minor. I want to see some video game stuff.
So, a few months ago, Nintendo actually discussed the idea of a...
I want a Pokemon theme park.
Here's what it says. Last year, Nintendo boss Shigeru
Miyamoto?
Yeah. Said that the company was exploring options for a Mario-centered theme park. Though most observers observed and assumed that Miyamoto was talking about an individual park for the Asia region, could Nintendo's plans be transplanted into the U.S.
See, it makes sense in Japan. I don't know about here.
I think that you X out the idea of Super Mario, and then you just go video games general, right?
Okay.
There were some really obscure ones too. I don't think many people would enjoy a Dora the Explorer ride.
No,
that's where you get, it's not a kid park. Both the Universal parks are not for kids.
Right.
Board games general, that was another weird one. Like, imagine like a Monopoly ride or something.
Interesting. You could do something like Toy Story does, and
I guess,
down on the size and stuff.
I wouldn't mind another SpongeBob ride. Like, they used to have the Nickelodeon, the Jimmy Neutron one. That was pretty cool. They added like a SpongeBob 4D ride. I know Six Flags Great Adventure used to have a SpongeBob 4D ride. That was
Did
really
they?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing the Family Guy universe added in maybe somewhere near Springfield.
That's interesting.
Quahog.
Yeah.
That could be cool. You have like
Springfield and Quahog. That'd be interesting.
Right next to each other. Yeah.
That'd be really interesting.
Expansion of the ever so popular Shrek.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see this one plays out. It's a really interesting comment card, though.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is another good one too.
Lord of the Rings, yeah, you get the Hobbit movies coming out. You could do stuff with the whole Middle Earth series. See, they're pretty much like, let's just.
I don't think Twilight got a lot of votes.
Yeah, no, I don't see Twilight translating well into a theme park at all.
Oh, maybe a meet and greet, maybe.
And
if you like,
I don't think they own Lionsgate. Doesn't Lionsgate do? Doesn't right? No, I'm wrong.
Look, the thing is, they could license it, right?
Google.
Like, Universal never.
Yeah, we can't all be Bob Iger and say we don't need to license any third parties. We own them all. Mr. Bob Iger.
He's right,
2014.
though. That's the thing. He's right.
Already, it's similar.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, Seaman, they don't have to cater to families.
They're not designed to cater to families. You know, let's remember that we're not talking about Disney. We're talking about Universal. It's very much designed as, you know, the edgy park. You know, like when Late Night with Jimmy Fallon was there, some of the stuff they said would never go over at Disney.
Summit Entertainment. Oh, it is Universal.
Oh, what is?
No, Parent. No, but yeah, it's Summit. But Summit is owned by Lionsgate, Court. So I was right. And Lionsgate is its own company.
Mm-hmm. Well, so was Marvel, and they got an entire land area for Marvel.
That's true, but that was a license thing.
Yeah, so they could. In theory, they could license
anything. What I'm saying is, Universal and their group is competing with them.
Yeah.
But Gord, I love how you knew it was Summit so quickly. That was interesting. Alright. I don't have anything else, do you?
No, I would love for a Fast and the Furious, like, fast ride. Like
Fast and the Furious fast ride. Sounds good.
A race type thing, like a Radiator Springs Racers, but extreme.
Extreme Radiator Springs Racers. You're racing and stuff?
No. Like, you're on a track. Like, imagine...
So, like, Tomorrowland Speedway type.
But faster, yes.
But faster.
But, like, actual, like...
I don't think they would do really that fast when things are user-controlled. There's just so much liability.
No, not user-controlled, not user-controlled.
So yes, Radiator Springs Racers, and not Tomorrowland Speedway.
Not the inside part, though. Like, I mean, you could have the inside part if you want to do, like, a pre-show thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Wizard of Oz is an also obscure one.
Wizard of Oz is an obscure one.
I don't even think they own the rights to that either.
I don't think they do. Because, I mean, Disney's been using that IP left and right.
Yeah.
I don't know who owns it. I don't know if it might be public domain. I don't know.
It could. The books might be old enough.
You know what? I think it is public domain. Because, Wicked exists, first of all. And not only does Wicked exist, but Wicked was based on a series of novels written by someone. So they must be public domain, because otherwise those novels wouldn't exist.
Yeah. That all you got?
That's all I got. We would like to thank you all. This has been 50 episodes.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Indeed. Oh, Captain, my Captain. That's it.
Robin Williams.
Yep. Oh, no, it's okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay, keep going. Anyway, thank you guys for coming down. Darren, outro.
We shall be. See you guys next time.
See you guys. Bye.